We don't have a script, so welcome to Off the Cuff episode 3. Today is our first reacting to viewers' comments episode. We'll do this every couple episodes just to get some feedback, you know. So yeah.
So we're gonna start off, I think, pretty light, like just some of the basic comments, but then we're gonna go deeper and deeper.
Yeah. So
into,
make sure you watch all the way through because as we go further, they'll get more like
emotional.
Like there'll be some emotional damage in there, and like maybe like Pat God.
So the first comment says, Nolan, I think you have really good content, and I just want to thank you for that because we work hard on this. It's always been a dream to retire our moms and dads early, and with how we're doing now, this is helping us. So I appreciate that, and I'm gonna keep posting content for you.
So another comment we got recently was on one of our music videos, and it was actually our first hate comment that we've gotten.
Yeah, that.
And he said, "TS so ass," heartbreak emoji. Now, what I have to say about that is if you think it's so bad, you should talk to the 50,000 people who watched the video and the 300 people who liked it. Because all the other comments love the song. We've only had positive feedback besides you. So honestly,
it looks like you're the odd one out.
Yeah, it must be a you problem because everyone else loves it. I mean, we're aspiring rappers and podcasters. You don't really see much of that. Normally it's one or the other. You don't see both. So, I mean, just don't make me call Pat God on you, honestly, because I have him on speed dial. So, if you want to keep hating, you can speak to my man, you know.
Okay, so this one comment is actually pretty deep. It says, Nolan, thank you for all the amazing content you and Connor give. I just wanted to tell you that I love you and you stopped me from killing myself.
Wow.
That
just warms my heart.
Me and Connor are like tearing up right now a little bit.
That is just so good to know.
Because if we didn't make this amazing content, you might not be here. I'm just glad you're still here. Thank you.
So, if our content is moving people like this,
just thank you. Don't even thank us. We thank you.
If it truly moves you this much, then we will continue to push out this content that we're currently making and even make more of it because honestly what we're out here to do is inspire, and the fact that we're doing that is amazing. So next we have a comment here on our movie, and it says, love the movie, but you and the two blondes, sorry about that. The two blondes have amazing voices. You should make a musical. Actually, we are thinking about making a musical.
We just, since our friends are more on the lame side, we kind of need some of you fans to maybe be in it.
Yeah, if you want to be in the musical, send us an email. We have the email in the description of every video. Shoot over an email. You could come out and audition. We'll fly you out if you really, are committed to it. So.
Well, let me tell you, money's not an issue.
But we want people who are serious about it. We don't want any joking around, and we're thinking of a war-esque type of musical.
Like Oscar.
Not to spoil anything, but yeah, we definitely have to think about a musical. We do have musical talent, so we want to expand that past just making songs.
And since we have a lot of musical talent, we also want to keep that and not ruin it by letting some of you sillier fans on it.
Yeah. So. Yeah, definitely. I think that the movie will come out in the next 3 months, probably.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time to edit.
Give or say. I mean, editing a movie is a lot of work. You have to have a whole crew.
That reminds me, though, if we could pay an editor, we could also fly you out.
Yeah, and if you are an editor with some skills,
but you have to be graduated from an Ivy League school. That's the thing.
We do need a degree from Brown,
transcript,
Harvard, maybe Ivy Tech.
Ivy Tech does work if it is in the Columbus, Indiana area.
So yeah, just let us know your qualifications and why you deserve this spot, because it is going to be a very hot job.
It's going to be fast.
It's going to go quick. So yeah, just make sure
3 months are going to fly by.
Make sure you're quick to it and you're ready to work at least 50, 60 hours a week.
Yep. No, even some overtime.
You might get a little bit of time off, but I'd say kiss most of your free time goodbye if you are willing to work for us, but also your bank account is going to be pretty big.
We do have a basement that you could stay in. But
True.
since you would have to be gone for 3 months, that would be goodbye to your family for 3 months. But it is definitely a risk willing to take because I can promise you, this is an Oscar-worthy film.
We could share about 5% equity in the film with, I'd say actually more like 2.5% equity in the film to the editor.
So right now I'm actually speaking to some people.
Oh yeah, here's a fan right here actually.
That she said,
can I be a guest on an episode? Well, we're gonna have to see what we do because we do have a long line of guests. I know Alexander Meese wants to be on an episode. Ezra Wyatt wants to be on an episode.
Ezra Wyatt actually just got done being the first person to ever roast Pat God.
Yeah.
But he failed.
Because nobody can. We do have a lot of people looking to be in this channel. So
in this family.
We're actually going to run a quick ad right now for the upcoming movie, and then we'll be right back.
Yep.
Coming soon to theaters near you. This war is a massacre.
I just missed my wife.
My husband is out there. All right, we're done with that short ad break. So what were we on? We were on the topic about having fans on the show. So we might have a female guest here soon. So we're going to have to make things a little different for her. You know, we can't watch any Pat God. She might get a little sensitive to that, but we'll
definitely on the snowflake.
We'll definitely discuss a subject to speak about with her. Oh, yeah, and like in any of our comments, I know we get thousands of comments every day. So if you are wanting to have a certain topic spoken on, then just leave the comment. We might see it, we might not.
But if you really want us to see it, here's what you gotta do. If you can gift something in our mailbox with value over $500.
We do have a P.O. box that's open.
If you can gift us something with value over $500 and mail it to our house, that does increase the chances of you being on our podcast by like 15%.
Yeah.
So
no guarantees.
$500 or more though, because we spend a lot.
And we aren't
of
even trying to be greedy, but the equipment to make this podcast is not cheap.
And come on, $500, it's nothing.
It's not much. I mean, really, in this day and age, you should have that to spend on your favorite content creator.
Mm-hmm. You could also buy our merch that we are making.
We are going to be coming out with merch. There should be a merch drop here in a couple months for Off the Cuff.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to come out with a sleeveless hoodie too, because Off the Cuff, it just makes sense.
Yeah.
Off with your cuffs, like on your sleeves.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we're going to have a lot of merch. It's going to have our beautiful faces on it, you know. We'll have some graphic design too.
Yeah. It's going to have some of our best quotes.
Yeah. Some quotes from the podcast.
Stuff that we say a lot.
Maybe a little, you're not Ice Spice, you're sugar water.
Or like emotional damage.
Yeah, maybe it'll be like us posing, and then it'll say emotional damage off the cuff, and then on the back.
It'll be us on the front, and then in the back it'll be like, if you're reading this, you're sensitive. Grow up.
Yeah, snowflake. Or like, don't be a snowflake on the back of the t-shirt. It could definitely. We have a lot of ideas. We just need to execute it.
Because we hate snowflakes. Like, that's one of our biggest rules. If you want to be on the podcast, it's like you have to understand dark humor.
And we are going to have some more sports-based content out here soon. Maybe we'll have a mathematics podcast with William Watson here soon.
Yeah, he can tell us all his theories and
He
stuff.
can tell us all about math. He's a smart guy. You know, give him a little shout out here. So. Yeah, you know, we have a lot of ideas, but let's get back to reading these comments. All right, let me pull up this one. Nolan, you can go ahead and read that for me.
Yeah, so it says, Connor Schroeder, thank you for so much for starting this podcast. It's really gotten me out of dark times. I remember one time I took 15 milligrams of acid, and I was seeing your face on the wall while I was doing it. That is kind of a creepier comment.
Yeah, that is something that I'm glad I helped you out, but if you're doing...
I'm just cringing right now.
...hallucinogens and then seeing my face, I don't know if that's necessarily a great thing.
But...
thank you for the support, I suppose.
I guess.
Yeah, it's just a little giving me the heebie-jeebies a little bit, but... thank you. So here we got a comment that actually says, it's not a mistake, it's a masterpiece.
Wow. I guess it's pretty safe to say that we summoned the off-the-cuff cult in a way, because there's like 15 comments like that.
Yeah, I think we honestly could start a cult at this point, but we will not do that.
Not right now, maybe soon.
And we'll start the Church of Cuff. And this comment just says, stares intensely. Bruh, who sent you? Waluigi? Like, what? Tell him I will get him his money. Tell him that, please. Okay, sorry, I'm joking around a little bit here, but... So this comment actually says, oranges have the same consistency as human skin when stabbed.
I am following a restraining order.
Yeah, what Nolan said. Because what the fuck are you implying? I hope that you continue to stab oranges and not fucking me, hopefully. Because that's pretty messed up. Yeah. Okay. Now this one says Nolan. I can tell by the way Nolan sits, he looks like he smells like beans. Somebody tell.
That's actually a good thing.
That you smell like beans?
Because you know what they say. Beans, the musical fruit. The more you eat, the more you...
Bruh. I remember that rhyme from back in the day.
Bruh. It's actually really funny, bro.
Yeah. Okay, this one says, I named my puppy Lamborghini so that I could tell my GF that I got a new Lamborghini for my birthday. Well,
that's a lie.
That's kind of a 200 IQ play, though.
Yeah, that's kind of smart.
Because you can tell her that you have a Lamborghini, and you're technically not one of them.
I mean, you're technically just pranking your wife, which is good, because the world is so, like...
You said girlfriend, but...
Oh, girlfriend.
I'm sure this is an elementary, level kid. But...
Because nowadays, it's like, if you prank someone, they're like, come on, that's messed up. Like, we think, like...
Us here, we
never
support
grow
pranking.
Up. We support Bailey Levine,
and honestly,
too.
we're probably going to have some IRL pranks here soon.
We also support Bailey Levine. He's actually one of our biggest sponsors.
We're definitely going to hopefully collab with him one day.
Kenobi.
Maybe like Danny Duncan and Bailey Levine.
Did I just say Sebastian Kenobi?
So yeah, we can definitely collab with some of those sillier guys and do some pranks with them. But first, we're gonna have to expand our category. You know, we need somebody to be able to film us too, eventually. So yeah, I definitely think we can come out with some epic prank videos here soon, hopefully. Okay.
Especially now that, you know, school's coming to an end.
We're actually going to react to one more comment this episode. This is more of a shorter episode because, I mean, we do have a pretty busy schedule.
Yeah.
So, Nolan, do you want to read this last comment for me here?
Yeah, so the last comment actually says, this one is really weird. It said, I don't think I've ever gooned to Off the Cuff podcast more than I have since the music video.
Whoa.
Which is weird because Boys of Creation is not off the cuff.
I mean, they are.
Like,
they
you
are
gotta know
owned.
the
They're
difference.
owned by the same.
But it's not the same.
Yeah, it's their own. It's kind of like equivalent to the White Sox and the Bulls. They're owned by the same owner, but they're different things. You know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, I think that it would be a great thing, you know, to goon to us if that's what you're into. But I wouldn't really like to hear about it in the comments. But if you want to goon to us, just don't tell us, because I'm going to file a restraining order against you if you comment about that again.
Because that is sus.
Because that is saucy as shit. So, yeah, that's going to conclude our third episode reacting to comments. We reacted to hate, we reacted to love, and we appreciate everyone who leaves a comment, even if you are hating, honestly, because that's engagement and that's more money in our pockets. So,
Thank you, bitch. Bye.
This is Off the Cuff episode 3. Goodbye, everyone.